Do you love the extremely difficult and arduous sport of golf, but can't go because it's just so darn expensive? Haha, me too. That's why you need to try video game golfing. All the frustration and anger of real golf in the safety of your own home. Why would you want to drive all the way to the golf course when you can— God damn it, that was going in. When you're talking video game sports games, almost none are more iconic than Wii Sports. Released back in 2006 at the launch of the Wii, the Nintendo Sports franchise has been going ever since. Having we don't talk about that one, 3 different entries in the series, golf has been one of the few sports that has consistently made the cut every time. As a freak who always goes back to these games just to play the golf mode, here's what's what with golf in each of these games. You gotta pay homage to what started it off, and can I just say, this game oozes style. At the beginning of the Wii generation, Nintendo was on some different shit. The Mii's, the menus, the UI, the sound it makes when you hit the ball, that famous announcer guy. So the golf mode in Wii Sports came with 9 holes and a few fun mini-games to help hone your skills. Just thinking about Wii Sports gets me so nostalgic, but then I start to play it and oof, this is tough. Back in the day, this was all we had, so the controls didn't seem that bad, but nowadays that we have stuff to compare it to, it didn't age the best. It never quite does what you want it to, and don't even get me started on the putting. Go! Go! I hit the ball! Go! Go! If you play enough, you can get a feel for it and get a bit better, but it's supposed to be approachable to all ages, so I think they kind of dropped the ball on this one. But that's where we get to this is peak video game golf right here. It's actually funny, they weren't even originally planning to have golf in Wii Sports Resort, but then in an interview, Miyamoto stated that golf would be determined by the backswing. So then whenever he got back to Nintendo, they were kind of just forced to put it in, and thank God they did. So they took those 9 original holes from Wii Sports and added an additional 9, plus an additional 3 challenging courses that you can unlock. There was no more fun mini games, but I would say it's worth it just because the overall package is pretty sweet. By far the absolute biggest improvement over the last game was the controls. Just as Wii Sports was a showcase for their motion controls, Wii Sports Resort was a showcase for their Wii Motion Plus. Now it actually felt like you had some control over your swing. You can add some curve, you can add some backspin. This time putting feels like you actually have some control over where the ball's going. The classic Wii Sports theming was replaced with this more vacation-y resort vibe. It's great, but it's just not quite as good. This is definitely the one I've personally put the most time into, but the series didn't end here. Next we got— No, shut up, I'm not talking about you. Nintendo Switch Sports, the modern day Wii Sports. Don't get me wrong, there's lots of things about this game to love, but this just screams modern day Nintendo in the worst possible way. Like, who the hell are you? Get this child off my golf course. I get making new versions of the Mii's for this HD era, but why they gotta look like that? Gone are the days of the fun, weird Nintendo. Now we've got this. Thank God you can still play as the old Mii's, they get some brownie points for that, for sure. This game's also got a lot of customization to the characters, which can be a bit cringe, but there's some decent options in there too. Too bad the only way to unlock them is through this dumb, modern, online way of unlocking things. At least it doesn't cost any real money. So remember how Wii Sports Resort brought back the original 9 holes but added an additional 12? Well, this game just takes the same holes from the last game. All 21, the exact same, looks different visually. I don't know what their problem is with adding new courses. Like, they literally had to remake all 21 holes. I get it for nostalgia, maybe people like those old holes, but me, a seasoned gamer, I'm getting sick of these same holes. I don't know what it is with Nintendo and not making new golf holes. The original 9 from Wii Sports are 3D versions of the holes from the NES golf game. Like, just make some new holes. Is it so hard? From Resort to Switch, Nintendo has definitely developed some better motion controls, but they're already like really good, so it's not a big deal. And this game is the first one that people care about that has online. And it ain't bad. You can never expect too much from a Nintendo online game, but it gets the job done. You can link up with your friends and play 18. The one problem with this is that everyone has to hit at the same time, which is nice to save time, but it'd be better if there was an option to at least take turns. You can also go up against randoms in this Battle Royale-esque mode. Every few rounds, the worst players get eliminated until there's only one left standing. My biggest problem with this game, though, is just the vibe. It ain't it. It's weird, but not in a good way, you know? The sounds are lame, the voice isn't near as good as it used to be. The music's like a worse remix of the OG Wii Sports. While it's got the best controls and pretty fun online, it's just not the same. The jump between this and the last game, it just makes me miss that old Nintendo, you know? While I love the Switch and we've been getting a lot of bangers, it all feels so safe, you know? For better or worse, the days of like a more experimental Nintendo are kind of gone. In an age where there's so many unpolished games to be released, Nintendo just seems to be a bit too polished. Maybe I'm just longing for a simpler time, but I just kind of miss it. When my family would gather together in front of the TV, passing around our 2 white Wii remotes, one with some yellow stains from how often I would eat Kraft Dinner while playing the Wii, and just play some Wii as a family. So let's pour one out for the old Nintendo. Gone, but not forgotten. Why would I do that?